you need to know the measurements. So I'm in Adobe Illustrator as it's a vector-based software. You need to make a laser cut file in a vector-based software. And I'm going to make sure I measure out the area in which my design is being applied to on my shirt. So it's not the whole measurement of my shirt, but just the specific kind of rectangular frame of where that's going to go. So if I know it's 11 inches wide and it's 17 inches tall, that's great. And then that will set the parameters of my shirt. I do recommend after you've made this design, print it out to scale, hold it up on a shirt, and see if it's actually the right size before you go and send it out for laser cutting. But here's my document. A couple tips in under view. Show grid. I find it's helpful for aligning and arranging spacing. Also, if you need rulers, show your rulers. So view rulers, show rulers. How the ruler works is that you grab from the side or the top. From the side you make an up-down ruler so I can have everything aligned to here. And so it doesn't have to be with the grid spacing. Same deal, I could have a top alignment. So across here, the side here, you just pull and drag. When you're done with the ruler, you simply click and delete and the ruler's gone. But this can help you actually set the parameters of your design. Something to note, when making basic shapes like rectangles, frames, you can use these tools, but no fill, just a black outline. And so if this is the start of my cut, then the laser itself will, I'll do this if I don't need it anymore, but the laser itself will follow around. Let's see, that's my design. Beautiful. The laser, black outline. The laser will follow the black outline and essentially it will cut out the middle. That's why there's no fill. So picture it when it prints, the laser starts here and goes around the design. And that's it for the garment. For creating any more intricate shapes, I know I've seen a couple of these shapes on your design. You just use the pen tool, but make sure you have no fill and a black outline selected. And that doesn't like your black outline. Okay. Use the top menu. Okay. And if you want to have a center point around these, when you actually copy them, you're able to, if you want, you can flip the design if you want to have the same shape. You just copy and paste. Command C, Command V, transform and reflect. And you could have this design flipped depending on your needs around the horizontal, around the vertical. So you'd actually have this same one piece take on a couple pieces of your design if you're looking for that symmetry. When moving, you got to click on the line and not the inside. There is no inside shape. It's just an empty hollow shell. And it'll tell you when they're kind of the same level if you're looking for that. But then I can copy paste, go back to my reflect, and now reflected down the horizontal. And so I'm starting to really create that shape you had set out to begin with. The whole thing too, which is kind of great, can be rotated. So you can rotate one at a time, but you could also grab all of your designs as needed, just drag over the area, and you could rotate all of it. You can also resize all of it. So if you do print it and you find it's too small, too big, but you like the design, just be sure to select everything you want to resize and then hold shift and you can resize relatively. If you don't hold shift, you'll get something like this, not so fun. So make sure you hold shift when resizing. Now that's just the basics of creating your laser cut shirt.